Hello, my name is Marcus and welcome to the top 50 games of all time, the top 10. This is the final video on this one's this year, and it is, of course, the top 10 with a few changes in here, a couple new games, a high riser, and some games that are staying in the top 10 but maybe not the same place. Let's cue it off with number 10, and number 10 is the placeholder for Ticket to Ride. I'm just gonna go over here and grab one, and I'm gonna grab the one that is the placeholder. You might notice my shelf is a bit more empty. I've actually sold off a few Ticket to Rides, just wasn't playing them anymore. But the placeholder is Northern Lights. It has been for a very long time Europe, being the standard for me. But this year I felt like doing it for Northern Lights. I really like this edition of Ticket to Ride. Add some lovely stuff to it, and it's not just because Denmark is there. But yeah, Ticket to Ride, of course, dropping from 5th to 10th. So another one that's sort of doubling its position. That's like the third or fourth one that does that. Fun little coincidence. Yeah, there is now, of course, the rule of Ticket to Ride for me is only one entry of the Ticket to Ride series. They are just too similar for me to actually say, giving them different spots. And also, if I was to do that, my top 20 would be, you know, this one is shining right into my eyes, would be like 6 Ticket to Rides, because they're that great. Not actually, but that would be a lot, eh? So, but yeah, Ticket to Ride Northern Lights is my stand-in for Ticket to Ride at 10th this year. Alright, next up at number 9, and last year I put this one together with another game, and I said they were in second. So I've written on my list that it's semi-new. It has sort of dropped from second, but it's semi-new to the list standing alone, and that is War of the Ring, the card game. So last year I put it together with just regular War of the Ring, but after playing it some more I realized I can't do that. This game is very different from regular War of the Ring. The only thing they have in common really is the War of the Ring name. They're very different, but they are both having that in common, that they are very good. The card game just goes down to 9th. We don't play it as much, and it's not the one that I bring out immediately. But it's really a good one, and I've just gotten the second expansion for it. I've done a review of the first one, I believe. Oh, I haven't done it. Have I? I forgot now. But I haven't done it for the second one at least. And you just add some stuff to it. It's a really fun game, and I want to play it some more, definitely. But for now, it is 9th. Semi-new, semi-dropping from second. So, but War of the Ring, the card game, and I'm gonna put it down here for easier access later. And number 8, it is last year's number 3, so dropping down 5 spots. Quite a bit for this one, but that's just making room for the new ones, honestly. It is right over here. Oh, it's actually the bottom, so I'm gonna have to stand up here. And fun fact, this entire shelving right here, this unit here, have all been picked out. And I honestly think that's the only singular unit on here where all of them are going to be picked out. Yeah, well no, there's another one, but you can't see that one. It's Meadow. It drops from number 3 to last year, just down here to 8th. Still in the top 10, it's not a large drop. But it just drops ever so slightly. I think there's some other nature games that just would rather play than this one, so to speak, but it's still just an absolute brilliant game. Doing Walking the Paths, I got the expansion for it, which just is amazing, really improves upon it, and it's just so great, and we almost always get it played when I bring it. But just recently there's been, like, there's a few other that I would just rather play that are nature themed, right? If I'm looking for a nature experience, I would rather play, well, my number 7. So let's move right on to my number 7, which is also nature themed and goes above Meadow, and it's called Forest Shuffle. And fun fact, next month there'll be another expansion for it. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, Forest Shuffle here with both expansions in it. It was played a great deal last year, and it's already been played a great deal this year. It is just an all-around really great fun game based around cards, building up this forest. And as I said, it just goes a little bit above Meadow. It's a little easier on the table, more people want to play it, and we just get it played a lot more. But both are great, I have to say that. The reason that this one just pops above is you just play it a little bit more. And also it is all new, so debuting here at number 7. It's new to my list, at least. I didn't have it for last year's list. I got it last year, like around the summertime. But yeah, Forest Shovel, great little card game. Well, it's not little actually, but it's a great card game. Amazing, fantastic theme. Alright, bring it up here. And we were at number 6, which last year was number 4, so a little tiny drop-off for it. I think it's just haven't been played as much, but I've upgraded it to bits. I have a whole bunch of stuff for it, and you might be capable of guessing, because I'm pretty sure you can see this part of the shelving. If not, then have a great ass. Anyways, it's up here. It is called Wingspan. Man, with the newly released Wormspan and now Finspan, Wingspan just manages to hold on, and I don't even own those games. I just don't feel like owning them because I already have Wingspan. Why do I need those other ones? This one gives me what I want, and it's an amazing game. And especially with the Oceania expansion, it becomes even better. It drops off a tiny little bit here, and I can tell you right now that that's, well, I mean, that's because of 2 new games and a really high riser. You will see that in just a second. But yeah, Wingspan is just an all-round amazing game about birds and stuff. It deserves to be this high. It deserves any kind of credit it gets, because it's a really, really good game. Well done, Elizabeth. Heart rate. Honestly, it's a great, great game. So, moving on to number 5, and this is one that has risen into the top 10 from 13th. So not very low, but it has risen into it. We have played it a lot over the year, and I think one of the reasons might just be the 2 expansions that have come up for it, that we have gotten a hold of and played quite a bit. I just recently did a full-on review of it. It is called Heat, Pedal to the Metal, and of course I'm just bringing out the expansion box here. Maybe it's just the expansions coming out making us want to play it a bit more. We've played it a lot, and it's a fantastic racing game. Especially recently, as I've gotten more into Formula 1, this one just keeps on growing on me. And by the way, Days of One released a picture where they were at some French tournament where they had the Monte Carlo track on one of the boards, and I've looked at that Instagram post like a million times. If you're looking at it like, please make it, please, I want Monte Carlo. I know that some Formula 1 fans hate on it, but it's one of my favorite races of the year. I love it, and to be capable of playing it, oh, I'd love to. Please make Monte Carlo available in a future expansion. Please, I'll pay anything. But yeah, I love Heat. It gives a great experience in driving the Formula 1. Even my mate, who isn't into Formula 1, admits this theme is amazing and brings you into the theme. It's just great. So it deserves to rise up to 5th from 13th. That is 8 spaces up. Now, so far in this top 50, you will probably have guessed my favorite theme is animals or nature. And, you know, to a certain extent, you will be correct. But I challenge you to, over the next 3, guess what might just be my favorite theme of them all. In 4th, it is an all-new game to the list, and I'm going to bring out the little expansion box I've recently gotten. It's called a Saga expansion for Lord of the Rings, the card game, or the Lord of the Rings LCG. I got into this one last year as well, after doing the top 50. And in 2022, of course, they re-released it, a revised core set, and have been releasing stuff over the last 3 years. I'm way behind on all of that stuff, but I'm gonna be catching up over this next week because I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff delivered to really play it. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, the card game, I absolutely have fallen in love. I think it's better than Lord of the Rings, the card game, obviously. And I just think it is a great game which brings cooperative play really to life. It's just all around a really great game. I can say that a lot about the next up and coming ones, but it's difficult to not, if I want to do it somewhat quickly, to not really go into details about just what I love about it. But I love so much about the gameplay and basically everything, and I'm so looking forward to this. This is the Saga expansion for the Return of the King. I'm waiting, of course, for the Fellowship of the Ring and the Two Towers to arrive. But basically what that allows you to do is play through the books. It's based on the books, not the movies. To play through the books, developing the story and trying to complete that. And like I'm looking forward to reading up on the rules, getting ready to play it, and hopefully getting some of my friends to play it with me, although it's going to take a freaking while to go through all of that, but it's such an amazing product that they're making. And also, if you're not interested in that, you can just get some packs with some cards and it's great. Such an amazing product. I love that they're re-releasing it, making it easy for someone like me to get a hold of a lot of stuff. So number 4 on this list, Lord of the Rings, the card game. This is not the highest debuting game, don't you worry. In third place, it is another game that has dropped. Now this one has only dropped by 1. I separated it from the card game version, but the regular version is better. It is the one that I prefer, it's the one that I've played the most. War of the Ring, specifically 2nd edition, but there's not a large difference, but it is the 2nd edition that I'm talking about. War of the Ring, the epic war game retelling the story of the Lord of the Rings in about 4 or 5 hours. If you're fast, maybe 6 or 7 if you're a little bit slower. Such an amazing game. We've played it quite a bit. Me and a mate, we just kind of go, you know, War of the Ring, Rebellion, Star Wars Rebellion, War of the Ring, Star Wars Rebellion, like that. And it is amazing. It's such a great game. So many aspects of it that we've yet to discover. I mean, last time my mate was the Free Peoples and he won on military condition, not ring condition. And that was kind of great. That was so great. I mean, poorly played by me as well, but great played by him. So fun. So yeah, War of the Ring, it drops ever so slightly because of that 2nd place game. Oh, wait, that's a spoiler. But yeah, War of the Ring, such an amazing game that retells the story. It's epic. I have everything for it. I love it. It's great. Shall we move on to number 2, which is the game that is debuting on the highest position. It was a 2024 release, of course ranked highest on my list of the best 2024 games. It sticks with the theme that we have going so far. It is the Lord of the Rings Duel from Middle-earth. This is a game based around Seven Wonders Duel that brings it into a Lord of the Rings theme, changes up some key rules, and puts in this package of an amazing 2-player game. The reason, probably the main reason I rank it above War of the Ring is because it's so much easier to play. It's simpler setup, it's shorter time, it's simpler rules, right? So that's probably why it's ranked higher. My wife loves this one, we've played it quite a bit. I think she actually has a winning record against me, which she actually has in most games. But this is such an amazing game, I love it to bits. It is, I mean, everything about it is just great. The way it changes up the Seven Wonders Duel gameplay in my opinion, I know that it's a public game, but in my opinion, Seven Wonders Duel was an okay game, and just those few changes it makes to it just makes it great, amazing. It's super balanced as well, which you can win as either person. For some reason, the Free Peoples win a lot for us. I don't know what's up with that. You can manipulate the board, sort of expecting which one do I want them to draw, which one do I not want them to draw. So many options, so many things to think about, but still it is a simple game that most people can follow along with. Amazing game, amazing artwork, amazing composure. I mean, I can continue all the things that are great about it, but just, yeah, Lord of the Rings, the Duel for Middle-earth. That's important. This is the Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth. Over there is Lord of the Rings, the Duel. That's an important distinction to make. But yeah, love this game, such an amazing game. Number 2, the highest debuting game. So, that leaves number 1, my favorite game of all time. And at the first video I gave you 4 pieces of statistics. The highest climbing game climbed by 16 spots. That was Orleans. The largest dropping game dropped by 21 points. That was Longshot the Dice game. There were 20 new games. I'm not going to list all of them, there were 20. And then there was one game, the only game on this 50-time list that stayed in the same spot, that remained where it was last year, and actually where it was the year before that, and the year before that when I didn't do a YouTube video but made a list in my own, it was like number 3. So it has climbed actually, but staying as my number 1 favorite game. And I am reminded of how much I love this game every time we play it. We don't play it a super large amount, but we do play it enough for me to, every time I put it on the table, set it up and play it, I smile, I'm having a good time. This is such a great game. I don't win it a lot because I'm kind of bad at most games, to be honest. But that doesn't matter, because every time I play this game, I am in love with it. We have a great time playing around with my friends. I do have so many things for it that we do add some of which we don't always add, but sometimes. But no matter what combination of things that I use, it is such a great time. It's a great experience for me. Not for everyone around me always, but I just love this game a bit. And I've decided to keep all of the ones in its family together, because honestly, Solarto, Aquaretto, Solarto Dual and Solarto Junior, or I can't remember which one I have, would be my 1, 2, 3 and 4. No matter how much I can speak of all the other games, if I was only allowed to keep one of these squares on my Kallax shelves, the one I would keep, the one I would always choose, sits right here. I'm not going to bring them out. Solarto Mini, it's called on mine one here. But all the ones here are my favorite. This is my favorite shelf. They're my favorite games. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. The dice game would maybe be 7th. But they would all rank at the height of it all. Push everything down if I was to split them up. Solarto is my absolute favorite game of all time. It has been for the last 3 years, and it continues to be. And it would take a miracle of a game to push it away from me, because I just love it so much. It's drafting, which brings uncertainty, but also just the strategy of what am I drawing? Oh, the choices of, do I take that truck that is good for me, or do I hope to make it even better? Take 1 tile, wait till I can get 2 tiles, wait till I can get 3 tiles, but maybe I can't use all of them. There are so many layers to such a simple game, and it is just amazing. I cannot play this game and have that game almost. I mean, even the time when I got 1 point. I got 1 point once. That is absolutely... If you get below 10, you're playing poorly. If you get 1, you play terribly. I was a bit unlucky as well, but I did not do well in that game. But still, I left just thinking, how amazing is this game? Because Solarto is my absolute favorite game of all time. And it will always remain #1. It can never go away from that. I don't see it going away from it anyways. Cut to next year when it has dropped off from #1 spot. That would be kind of funny. I mean, there's a lot of Lord of the Rings games coming out recently. I mean, Office Dog made the trick-taking game and just announced the Hobbit game, and oh man. But can they compete with Solarto? I doubt it. I really do. It's such an amazing game. I'm sorry for getting a little bit somber, less energetic, but I felt it was needed to really underline my point of how much I love Solarto. So, let me know in the comments if you think I like Lord of the Rings more than I like animals, because it's a type 1. Man, but thank you very much for watching the top 50 games, the 10 games of all time. I don't know if I'm going to upload a video a little bit later talking about 3 years of doing YouTube as an amateur or something. Don't know if it's necessary, but thank you very much for watching this video once again. This time we're looking at 3-year anniversary and 45 subscribers, I think I was up on, which is decent. I mean, it's more than 10 per year. It's about, actually it's 15 per year. That's actually quite simple math. 15 per year subscribing to me. Thank you very much for that, and well, see you in the next one. Bye!